Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home, and today I want to welcome you to my Fall 2019 Home Decor Tour. I think that fall is one of my favorite seasons to decorate for. In the fall, as the temperatures cool and the days get shorter, you just want more layers. And I love that feel, that desire to be in and warm and comforted. I like to decorate in a sense that is very comforting. It's very simple and friendly, so I hope you'll enjoy my fall decor tour. Many of you may have noticed that over the course of the summer, I shifted the orientation of my living room. I now have my couch facing into the home instead of facing the TV. We've decided to really shift the focus of our living space to not be so TV focused and to be others focused. We've set it up to make it really cozy for reading and conversation, as well as playing games and just being together. I used to have this bench as a side table, and now it's functioning more as a coffee table. The texture on this piece could not be more wonderful for fall. Right now, I have placed on top of it this amazing vintage puzzle that I found at an estate sale recently. The kids love pulling this out and playing with it, and leaving it out on the coffee table is just an invitation for them to play with it and enjoy it. On the couch itself, I have this really great chunky knit throw that I found at a yard sale this summer. It is so cozy and warm. The pillow coverings I also got at a yard sale, this great red and cream buffalo check. But I did mix it up by pulling this yellow cushion out of storage to bring in some yellow. The corner here is pretty much the same, set up to be a nice cozy place to curl up with a book. But I did add this crate that I found recently at a yard sale, and I tucked inside of it a quilt to sort of add as a liner, and then a couple extra lap blankets for cozying up to read or enjoy time in the cooler evenings. We've placed our chair over here on this side of the living space now. It's a perfect spot to sit with a cup of coffee in the morning. The cushion you see here I actually made last year out of a sweater I got at a yard sale for 25 cents. Here on this little side table, I found this at a yard sale. We originally put it in Molly's room, but we brought it up here. It fits perfect in this little spot. I have this sweater pumpkin that I made last year, as well as this adorable crocheted pumpkin that my little sister made. My dining space may be one of my favorite spots in the house now. I just love how it came together. I have set up a simple family-friendly fall tablescape that I actually put together spending no money at all. I shared a full tour and all the little DIYs that I did for this table yesterday, and I can link to that video for you guys. I used a scarf as a table runner, some placemats I got at an estate sale, napkins I got at a yard sale. I even made my own little napkin rings using vintage buttons and some twine. My centerpiece is definitely one of the stars of the show. This copper container was actually what I used in my kitchen to hold beans. And yes, it's originally from a yard sale. Above my dining space, I have pictures of my kiddos when they were just 6 months old. And above that, I hung this leaf garland that I made with Dollar Tree wooden pieces. I shared a DIY for that, and I can link to that for you guys. But you can see where I've repeated the idea of the buttons. My chalkboard is blank right now, and I apologize for that. I just haven't found the right saying or quote yet to put up there. But I did hang up my pine cone wreath. This was another DIY I shared with you guys on my channel last year. It's just one of my favorites that I've ever made. I absolutely love this wreath. It has just the coolest textures and interest to it. I will link to that DIY as well. On the breakfast bar, I've kept it super simple. I just have a milk glass bucket here full of hydrangeas I picked from my mom's garden. Hydrangeas actually dry out really well and make really pretty decor even when they're past their prime. So they're here drying out, and I love it. The clipboards on the other side of my dining space, I rotate the artwork on for every season, and I pulled out this Peter Pumpkin Eater poem from this book that belonged to my husband's grandmother when she was a child. And the blue color on Peter's little shirt was what drew me to choose this piece of vintage sheet music that I have here, the Weeping Willow Lane. The blue is the exact same blue, and I just thought they tied together so well, and the sort of drama of the Weeping Willow I thought worked well for fall. In my hallway, I have this gorgeous antique mirror I got at a yard sale this summer for $8, hanging above this little shelf with knobs that my dad made me when I was a little girl. This is where we normally hang our Christmas stockings, but for fall I just have a little faux sunflower in a vintage jar and a pine cone. Now we're into my kitchen, and I love the way that my kitchen shelves turned out this year. Now this large white shelf is from IKEA. I like to put things on here that are both beautiful and functional. On the top shelf, I have this wonderful box that my dad made me. The next shelf down holds all of my husband's bread making flowers. I actually made little labels for these using some twine and tags that I often use at consignment sales that I consign at. These were the perfect size to make into labels. Next to the flower jars, I have my husband's bread making bowls on top of a little milk glass cake plate. And this yellow canister you see here is full of all the little craft supplies that I can pull down and bring onto the table when the kids are doing homework. Up in front, I have this brass pear. I found this in an antique store way before I had a YouTube channel. It's one of my favorite finds ever, and it's so perfect for fall. The next shelf down, I have a vintage window screen. In front, I have a basket full of extra cloth napkins. Here I have another little box that a friend made, and I filled it with some faux florals, of course from yard sales, and like a twiggy pumpkin that I also got at a yard sale. Basically everything on this shelf I got at a yard sale except for the box that the flowers are in that my friend made. This cute little truck bed that I found recently is from the 40s, and I want to put a little pumpkin in it, but our local farm doesn't have them yet, so I just popped in a little pear. On the next shelf down, I have one of those same sort of wickery pumpkins. This one's the bigger size, and it's sitting on top of my grandma's apple pie plate, also on a milk glass cake stand. I filled this milk glass footed bowl with a woven wooden plate at the bottom, some faux pears, and pine cones. To the right, I have stacked some books, mostly because I love the colors, but also because these are about decorating and organizing and hosting, and I just thought that was perfect for fall. These candle holders are actually from my wedding 14 years ago. Then at the end, you'll see I have a wicker basket here, and it's full of all of our Bibles. In the morning, I'll grab this and bring it to the table for our reading, and that's been working really well. To the right of my shelf, I have this adorable chalkboard, as well as this set of hooks holding all my aprons. And I do have a few new aprons. I recently found these yellow aprons for Molly, and I had to get them because of all the yellow pieces that I've been finding. It looks so cute in my house. Below the aprons, I have this adorable vintage yellow step stool. I got this for $1.50 at a yard sale. So on the left side of the shelves, I have this piece clipped up here. This is another one of the illustrations from my husband's grandmother's childhood book. I have this amazing kitchen organizer that's probably from the late 50s. It again has that wonderful yellow color, and I love the floral design on the front. Peeking through my back door, you can see I have sunflowers hanging in this basket on my back door, and this is just so cheerful and welcoming. Next to my sink, I have these cute little shelves, and it's always hard to show you these because the window and the light, but I'll do my best. The next shelf has two of my hobnail milk glass pitchers. One is filled with little flowers we picked on a hike. I have a little West Clocks timer that's, again, that yellow color. On the other side, I have a hobnail milk glass planter. And then this really cool vintage tin that I got in a free box this summer at an estate sale. And the blue just looks so pretty with my hope sign that I have up above the sink, as well as with the teacups I have at the bottom. And I love how all the blues and yellows and oranges are working together. As you turn toward the stove, you'll see where I have my baking station set up. And instead of writing on this chalkboard this fall, I actually used it sort of as a backdrop against this gorgeous barn painting. I love this barn painting. I got it at a yard sale 2 summers ago for I think $1, and I just love it. I also have my Pyrex butter dish, a canister full of rice, and my KitchenAid. All together, everything just looks comforting and everything that I love about fall. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I decorated my house for fall. I will link all the different tutorials and other videos that I mentioned down below if you'd like to go learn more how I pulled together this space on a budget. You guys take care. Please subscribe if you're new here. I'd love to have you here at the Sweet and Simple Home. I love making my home beautiful little by little and sharing my journey here with you all. Happy fall, everyone. Take care, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye.